Oh man, gosh, dog it. So yeah, hey, I'm Jay Sal McIntyre, and I'm chilling like a villain today. Crap. Do you like my setup? I did it myself. Okay, let's just go right into it. Okay, I dropped out of college, so I did a semester at C of O College of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri, and I hated it. Okay, well, I didn't hate it. It was fun. It was a good time. Lots of memories, a lot of relationships made during that time that I love and will cherish forever. But academically speaking, not the best. I was going to be a teacher, and once I kind of veered from that, I really had no purpose for being there. And once I didn't have a end goal, like, okay, this homework absolutely stinks like manure, but I have an end goal, right? Like I'm working towards something. Once I didn't have that, it was really down the crapper from there. Over Christmas break was insane. I talked to my parents about dropping out. They were totally on board, but I was going back to school because my girlfriend's here. And I was like, I'm not going to move back to Oklahoma, so I got to at least stay another semester till I can figure out what I'm doing. And they were like, that's stupid. You're going to waste your time. All right. So I dropped out of college, found an apartment, which I'm in now, and got a job in like a week. I didn't know that was possible, but it happened. I honestly do feel blessed. And God just opened up doors and avenues to make it work. And not only to make it work, but to be happy, like to be like, yeah, I made the right decision. Everything's going good. It's awesome. Oh yeah. I actually live 2 minutes from my brother Jarrett, which we always talked about as kids. We were like, hey, when we grow up, let's live like right by each other, kids. But it actually worked out. I've literally like his door is 2 minutes that way. Live in the same apartment complex, which is insane. My job, I work at, it's pretty much just a fancy daycare. We're accredited, which means, like we teach them stuff. But it's very fancy and a lot of rules and steps and things. But it's going good. I absolutely love it. I got my first 2 weeks in, and it's going amazing. Today was my first day not training and like official done deal. I'm a certified daycare worker, child care worker, also a mandated reporter. So watch out. I'll report you. This morning, if you don't know my girlfriend, Kate Mankey, she's thebomb.com. Shout out to you. But we were planning on not seeing each other today just because how our schedules worked out. But I stuck onto campus this morning, and I had wrote her a note last night. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give her this note. I caught her on the way to class, so it was pretty special. But I am planning on proposing soon, like ultra soon. I need to talk to her dad. It's just like the past few times we've been around each other, it just hasn't been good timing, just life schedules and whatnot. Dying to have this conversation. It might be happening this weekend, which would be awesome blossom, because once you're like ready, once it's like, you just want to do it. And I really want to do it, but I want it to be elaborate. I want it to be special. And I definitely want it to be filmed because you know me. Maybe you don't. If you don't know me, hey, I have a long history on YouTube. I love Jesus with my entire heart. I don't know. I like to do the right thing. I want my life to be full of adventure and excitement and no stress. And I want to value the right things. What am I even talking about? I don't know. My deepest apologies. I need to be mandatedly reported for this. Oh boy. So yeah, going to be a married man. I'm going to be a husband. Like that will be a role in my life of being a husband and a father. I'm going to be a dad. That's everything I've ever dreamed of, for one. And for two, I love the idea of it. I do. I mean, I'm just so ready. I know I'm young. I know it's not going to be easy, but I also know it's the right thing. I know this is what I want. I know it's right. I know God is pleased with the idea of it. Like I'm excited. I'm trying not to take the bad things too seriously, and I'm trying to take the amazingly awesome things too seriously. So it's been great. Life's been awesome. My perspective on life is amazing. And like, I feel like when I say that, It sounds a little weird, but I feel like I'm bragging on myself. I am bragging on myself. The way I'm doing life right now at work. One thing I love about my job is like all the problems I'm facing are in the moment, like with the kids. It's nothing like I take home after the day, and during the day, I still have time to think. I can think about these projects, things that I'm passionate about. And I can think about Kate, and I can pray. I pray all the time at work. It's awesome. It's amazing. And I don't even know what to tell you except for, I don't know. When I was in college, what I was going through emotionally and spiritually, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. It's weird. It was weird. It was like something was wrong. I just did not feel whole. I felt like there was something wrong all the time, did not have peace. I was just unsettled and anxious like every second of the day, which made me extremely exhausted. And I just isolated myself. Very weird time in my life and would not wish it on anybody. So much prayer though, and like in-depth time with the Lord, just out of necessity. My relationship with God, it's so extreme. I just hope it's kind of one of those things like you got it so good that I was like, how could they have it as good as me? But I know people do. But I just like straight to you, I hope and pray that you have a relationship with God like I do, because it's insane. And speaking of, me and Kate are actually reading the Bible cover to cover this year, which is going okay. It was going great through Genesis. Exodus was good too. At least at the end, it was a little rough. Now that Leviticus has started, it's gone to crap. I'm talking about our ability to do it, not the Bible. Especially when you're in the Old Testament, like just getting that full picture of what's going on has been super beneficial to just how I understand the Word and how I understand God. Like it's like the New Testament, you get to see so much of who Jesus is and his life on earth. Getting to see God, the Father, in his wrath and his like reverence and his greatness and his magnitude in the Old Testament, and just like how heavy it is. Everything, every part of what I've read so far has just been like, whoa. And it's just been great. And it's reminded me not only how big of a deal sin is. Jesus, the Son of God, came down to earth to die for it, to be gruesomely beaten and tortured on my behalf. That's how big of a deal sin is. And people just kind of forget. And it's this Jesus died on the cross for me. Jesus died on the cross for me. Jesus died on the cross for me. And we forget what that means. That means that God died for God, the one who created all this, the one that created who we are, the one that this is all about, the one, I am. He surrendered himself for us out of love for us. It's literally too big to wrap your mind around. I still can't. And we get in a very like, oh yeah, okay, in one ear and out the other. And we get a cold heart, and we get a hardened heart, and I don't know how, but we do somehow. He's the only one that can soften it, though. I know that because he's done it for me. He's done it for a lot of people, and he can do it for you. Okay, that concludes my sermon for today. Anyways, I've been writing a lot. That's another thing I started in high school, but it's insane how much it means to me. And I can't write without it being about me. Like all my stories are me. Like it's things I've experienced, and then I'll go off of it. Like it's not like a straight up journal, which I do journal, and it's amazing. I don't know. It's like an experience I had, or I thought that I had, something that captured my attention, or like just a season of my life even, and I'll take it and then create kind of a full story out of it. And it's something that I'm loving right now and want to continue. I mean, it is on my bucket list to write a book before I die and try to get it published, even if it's like just, I don't know. I've heard so much crap about how to get stuff published, by yourself and stuff. Gosh, I'm falling apart. And I'm writing a short story right now, kind of about my season in life at college and what I went through there. Man, I love telling stories, and I love it when it's hindered by other people and by systems and stuff. That's why I loved making YouTube videos, because start to finish, it was me. I had the original thought of the video, the idea. I went and filmed it, and I edited it. I don't know how to say that, but you know what I'm talking about. And it was just complete creative control. Yeah. Dude, I'm keeping it jolly again, finally. If you don't know, that was kind of my thing. Like one of my sayings on YouTube, kind of how I ended the video. I would say like and subscribe, all that nonsense, because I didn't want people to think I cared too much, because I really didn't. Anyways, and then I would say keep it jolly, and the video would end.